You good?
Yeah.
So when's the first time you went golfing, Jorge?
Are you sure you can hear me?
Yeah.
Right,
I fixed it. Because before I was recording my MacLeod. So.
Alright.
How you doing, man?
Doing good, and yourself?
Doing great. When's the first time you went golfing?
First time I went golfing.
Oh, this chair's falling over, bro.
Wait, are you talking about course or hitting balls?
Anything, man. The first time you picked up a golf club and just went at it.
I would say April of last year.
Really? So that recent?
Yeah.
What was it like?
It was nice. I mean, I had a coach from the start. It's kind of a funny story. So I was wearing a Navy shirt because I'm committed to Navy. And this time last year I was still committed. And I actually met a golf coach at the gym.
Just randomly?
Randomly. You know, I was about to hit my triceps actually, tricep extensions. And then he asked me if I'm going to the Naval Academy. After a bit of small talk, he invited me to go hit balls with him at some random park. And yeah, ever since then I've been hitting balls.
Hitting balls. So yeah, man, you excited for Navy?
Yeah, I'm really excited, honestly.
So you were committed last year, but you still had to take the PG year? Did they make you do that?
I was committed 2 years ago.
Okay.
2022. In October of 2022, I committed.
So was it an age thing? That they just need you a little bit older? Or?
No. So my grades were just dog, and then my SAT was the worst. My grades were already bad, and then my SAT just made it worse. So it made my application look so bad. And then the coaches were trying to they made me do it again, and I took it, I think, 2 more times, and I couldn't get it up. So yeah, they made me go to Petty for a year. That's where I met you, bro.
Did it get better though? Like your grades and everything at Petty?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, nobody wants to take a whole year doing high school again after doing like 4. But I was ready to make that sacrifice and go to one of the best schools in the nation, bro.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I know we were talking last week. I think last week today. No, a week. It was on Wednesday. We were talking, and you mentioned that your experience at Petty had been really memorable, at least in terms of the people you found there. Would you say when you were going into Petty, you had that as an expectation? Like, what do you think going in? Like, this is gonna suck or what?
I feel like my mind just had expectations, but like obviously, like you don't know what's gonna happen. Like nobody knew what was gonna happen. Like I'm sure like you didn't know you were gonna meet me and Jack and like Ryan
this year
and Sid and all those guys. So like I thought it was gonna be dog. I thought it was gonna be freaking shit. And then I like started meeting guys and I found out like they were pretty dope and they were like somewhat similar. We had the same humor sort of, and then just learning off each other. It was really nice. I feel like that was the best time when like Sid was arguing with Leo about some random politics.
Is it politics or sports, bro?
Yeah, with politics or sports, and then we just learn off each other, bro. And then we laugh, and then we have a great time yelling Saruman, and I love this school.
It's amazing, bro.
I feel like those moments are what made me have such a great time at Petty.
And as you said, you never know when it's coming. Because I know a lot of people, when they go to a school or something, and a lot of seniors as well, they kind of go in with the mindset of like, what friend group they're going to be a part of, like what they're going to be doing this year. And a lot of people make a commitment early on that they just want to be friends with the PGs. So they'll go in and they'll try to live in Maribel just because they want to be part of that friend
Really?
group. Yeah.
Is that real?
That's why some seniors like are living in Maribel this year, just because they want to be a part of that friend group. And I think for me, I went into the school year with no expectation. I figured I'd hang out with the same guys I always hang out with. But I think as the year went on, I just randomly started like socializing with some of you guys individually. I was friends with Oleg from before. His roommate was Sid. I saw Sid in the gym. I saw Ryan at breakfast. I became friends with you later in the year, but yeah, it just randomly kind of happened. I didn't know what day or year or what day or week it's all switched at one point, but
yeah,
I think it was definitely a slow transition. But you never really know what's coming for you.
Yeah.
And I didn't know I'd come into this year and meet all you guys. It's
Yeah.
crazy because usually the PGs have their own kind of friend group and they're kind of separate. So I never thought I'd be part of one of those friend groups, but sometimes the humor just clicks and lifestyle just clicks.
Yeah, and
You find yourself.
It's almost like you were at the right place at the right time.
It's crazy, right? I mean, I look back at Petty, and I think there was 2 friend groups I can look back on that I was really strongly a part of.
Mm-hmm.
And the first friend group was my sophomore fall. I felt really part of a strong friend group then, which is actually the group of guys we were sitting with at senior dinner.
Okay.
Those are my really, really close friends sophomore fall at least. And since sophomore fall, I haven't felt like I've been a part of a really, really strong friend group until senior spring, which is this year, when I started hanging out with you guys. But
It's nice, bro.
things just kind of come my way.
Nice.
You find yourself on center campus.
Yeah, I mean, like you're comparing like 2 different eras, kind of. Obviously, that's not factual, but what's it called? I feel like we're all here to like evolve, kind of, and that's why like you just find new things you like when you grow, and that's the fun thing about life, honestly. Like I remember like freshman year, like I was kind of in your shoes, and I didn't really have like friends and stuff, and then I met my friends, and I didn't even know they existed like freshman year. But that's the thing about life, and obviously you have to put yourself out there. You can't just close everybody off and act like they don't mean nothing to you, because I feel like it's kind of funny, but I remember what's the teacher's name that just retired? Corica?
Corica, yeah.
Corica. He said that like the people run this school is the faculty, the students, and the trustees, maybe
Parents.
and the parents.
Yeah.
And the parents, and I thought that was actually pretty cool, because I feel like that's true with all our relationships and what we do on a day-to-day basis.
I agree. And I think the thing that Corica was talking about, I really do think the faculty at Petty is special as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do think that public schools pay more than private schools. So if there's a teacher at a private school, they're there because they really enjoy what they do.
Yeah.
And I think when you're around those people, those faculty, like I've had a lot of experiences. I think, were you there at Baccalaureate?
Yeah, well.
Like Alex Strong's speech where he's talking about his experiences with faculty that done so much for him. I think I can look back that I feel like I've had great relationships with the faculty here as well, which I don't think a lot of people can say about their school, that they have faculty that really care and about what they do, and I think that also adds to that at Petty.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. I feel like at Petty, like the teachers, like obviously there's I feel like it's the same as public school. Like there's the nice teachers and like the evil teachers. Like there's teachers that like could hate you. Like for example, Miss.
You know what? You should put some names out here.
Name dropping.
Just go on YouTube, bro.
Shut up! No way.
Yeah.
You'd have to cut that out.
I'll cut it out.
Right. But I never had.
Just remind me to cut it out. I might forget.
All right, just put a bleep.
I'll put a bleep.
Just put a bleep.
It's so funny.
Just put a bleep.
No one's gonna know who.
Yeah. And then you can put the bleep and then like letters, no name dropping, no name dropping on the beach.
Yeah, we'll do that. Well, what were you saying about Miss Blank?
Miss Blank. All right, so Miss Blank, I never had her as a teacher, but my roommate did, and he hated her guts. And from what he told me, she sounded like the devil. Honestly, she sounded like a bad teacher.
I've never met her.
But maybe she's just straight because she wants you to succeed. You never know. But I've had teachers like Mrs. Blank that she was a really nice teacher.
Well, if it's a nice teacher, you can tell her name.
I mean, yeah, Dr. Renanzi.
Oh, she's nice.
She was like the best teacher I ever had. Like, she gave us limited work, which is debatable if it's good for you or not. But in the spring of your senior year, I'm sure nobody really wanted to do work.
Yeah, it was crazy that there were some teachers still trying to assign work, though.
Yeah, I know. Like Mr. Blank, he gave me a quiz on the last day of school.
Was that you and Jack in the same class?
Yeah, that was me and Jack on the last day of school. Obviously it was annoying, but we had to do what we had to do.
Yeah, it's interesting because you say that maybe the teachers are strict and they're kind of annoying, but
yeah,
they're trying to help you succeed in a way.
Yeah.
Do you think that? What do you think you need as a student really to succeed? Like, do you think that strictness helps, or?
I feel like mentality is everything in life, but like specifically as a student, you just gotta. It's like the same as an athlete, honestly. You just gotta have the mindset to grind to like be very open-minded as a student, and depends on the topics. But like when I was studying really hard in calculus, I was very open-minded to how the world like functions, and it's pretty cool because I was never like that before I came to Petty. I was like the kid with like a rock as a brain, like couldn't see how one thing correlates to another. But like coming to Petty, like obviously opened my mind up, and it was really nice to see. Like I'm sure you've been like that since you came out the womb, where you just want to know how things function.
Well, not exactly. I think I've developed over time, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But I think that's the cool thing about being a very, very hardworking student. You kind of open your mind up.
What do you mean by open your mind up? Like you said that you started to be more curious maybe about how things work together. Like,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I became more curious, I would say. Like before in public high school, you kind of surround yourself with public high school kids, and they're not really open. And your network is your net worth.
Oh, we were talking about that too.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
And so when that happens, you know, it really depends who your friends are, and then you become more curious and you start wanting to see how the world functions, as I said.
I think you also get that as you age, though.
That's true.
And I think everyone's in their own path of development.
Yeah.
In a way that we reach that level of maturity at different points. I think when you're young, you're ruled more by the desirous part of you. We were talking about this in Mr. Blank's or Mr. Tati's English class about
Ocean was nice and soothing right
there.
there.
Should be able to hear us. Yeah, we were talking about the 3 parts of the soul. There's the...
What class is this? Psych?
This is this is an English elective, bro. It was it was a Plato's Republic English elective.
Oh,
it's pretty interesting. We just read Plato and philosophy.
Yeah.
And discuss what we're doing right now.
Plato and Socrates?
Yeah, Plato and Socrates. So yeah, we were reading about the tripartite soul, where there's 3 parts of it. Mm-hmm. There's a knowing part, the intellect part. There's a desirous part, and then there's a spirited part. And what they basically mean is the intellect part is like the intelligent part of you that knows what's right and wrong, and it's guiding you when you're making decisions. Because usually when you're making a decision, you kind of know there's a right thing you should do, but you try to veer away from that a little bit. Mm-hmm. So the intellect part is really that part of you that's telling you this is the right thing you should do. The desirous part of you is more the, what do I want to do right now in this moment? What will make me the happiest right now? The instant gratification, which you may know that it will lead to more consequences down the road, but it's kind of what you want right now and you just want to get it. And then the spirited part of you, we were debating whether it was really a real thing or not, but it's more like the warrior spirit, kind of. I'm struggling to describe it, but more the part of you that wants to win in life and just like beat other people and shit. But those are the 3 parts. And the reason I bring this up is because I think when you're younger, you're naturally more taken over by the desirous part of you, where you'll kind of be more inclined to do things in the moment, do things that feel good right now, like play with your friends and just fuck around and have a good time. But I think as you age and you hit different blocks and stages of your life, you're able to access more of the intellect side of you. And I don't know, maybe being at Petty, maybe boarding for the first time, allowed you to access more of them. All of a sudden you're more curious, more mature, and you're going to Naval Academy next year.
Yeah, but why? But why, if we know what's like wrong and what's good, why do we still do the wrong? Did you guys touch into that in that class?
We didn't talk about it much in the class, but it's a good question, because I think whenever I make a decision in life, for the most part, I kind of know what the right thing to do is, but sometimes the desirous part of you can be so powerful.
Yeah. That
you really, really want to do something so badly that it puts you back in that state of mind where you can't decide again. I think when you're trying to quit a habit, it's more, you see it more when you're trying to quit a habit. For example, I might be a person that smokes, and I might willingly know really deeply in my heart smoking is bad. And there might be moments of clarity I have that this shit's horrible, I should never do it again. But then people go back and do it again. Because when that desire rises to hit that joint again, you forget about all the other shit and you make the bad decision. And I think it could apply for habits, but I think it could apply to any part of life.
I feel like let's talk about like weed, kind of, because let's talk about, sounded like Snoop Dogg. Let's talk about weed. But I feel like like this is my personal experience because I had really bad experiences with like drugs and stuff.
Yeah.
Like growing up, that's why I was a bad student in public high school. But for the sake of the podcast, and for like being very like informing others out there, like smoking weed, like I feel like some people do it because they turn into a specific character that they want to be. But after my experiences with that, like if our desired character was a person that doesn't smoke, I feel like we wouldn't smoke. So like I feel like it has a lot to do with mentality, and if you believe you're something else, like let's say I wasn't a weed addict and I was a tobacco addict, like if I like believed so much that I was not sober, but I just didn't smoke tobacco and I didn't rip ciggies all night and like by a gas station on the corner of like some random avenue, then obviously I probably wouldn't do it. But that's why I feel like the brain is so important. But like I don't know, I've never been that down bad to a point that I'm literally doing something that I don't want to do. I've never been like that.
Like really, really addicted.
Huh?
Like really, really addicted.
Yeah, like crack addicts, bro. They'll literally be saying they don't want to do this, and they're like fucking ripping crack cocaine.
Yeah, it's so bad for you, man.
I know, bro.
Yeah, I like the thing you mentioned with the mentality piece. I've actually thought about this a lot, and I've had many discussions about this in the podcast as well. That so much of this world is just created in your mind.
Yeah, bro.
A lot of things around you are an illusion, and I think when we talk about suffering, a lot of religions as well talk about this. That a lot of the suffering is created by your mind. That you kind of create this illusion of what the world's like and how people are and what things are like. But so much of the world comes down to how you see it, your mindset about it. And another piece of that is your self-image.
Yeah.
So, for example, I found that the best advice that anyone's found for maybe quitting a habit is changing the way you look at yourself as a person, right? Like if you think about yourself as someone who's trying to quit the drug, like I'm a person that doesn't want to smoke but I can't stop smoking, versus changing your self-image to, I don't know, I'm an athlete.
Yeah.
I'm not a person who smokes, and looking at it like below you. I know it can sound like such a small thing, but that does so much for you in terms of how you look at the world and how you're able to respond to bad habits as well.
It's almost like when you're struggling to change your self-image, you're not struggling, but when you have a certain self-image, like I don't want to smoke this cigarette, it's like you're telling yourself I want to smoke this cigarette. I feel like that's how powerful.
You know in the back of your mind that you're going to do it, so you're trying to tell yourself.
Yeah, exactly. But if you were to change like what you believe in, and you were, I don't know, just thinking of something else, I feel like that's why the brain is so powerful. And like even like I feel like that's kind of ties into the law of attraction. Do you know what that is?
Nah. Is it about like male-female attraction?
No, it has like nothing to do with that.
Okay, tell me.
Well, it could, but so the law of attraction is just like whatever you like really believe, you have to like. It sounds stupid.
Tell me.
But it's like you're asking the universe to give you what you want. You're asking the universe, and then you're believing it, and then you shall receive it. That's what the law of attraction is.
I think I know why that works though, because sure, self-image works for quitting a habit, but it also works for when you achieve any form of success in your life. I think I've watched podcasts from people that have achieved a lot of success, and I can even look back at the successes maybe at a smaller scale that I've achieved throughout my life, and almost all of them had some kind of moment where they updated their self-image and they looked at themselves differently. And I'll give you an example. So my freshman year, post-COVID, so my COVID hit at the end of my 8th grade. So for you, 7th grade. For me, the end of 8th grade it hit. So that summer's COVID, where I'm at home, never leave the house, even going to walk in my community. I'm just inside all day, no sunlight, living in darkness, playing video games like 3 in the morning with my friends from like middle school, waking up at like 2 p.m., like living a shitty life, like jacking off every day. Yeah, that's pretty shitty lifestyle. And you can imagine. Is that
going on the pod, bro? That you jack off every day?
Huh?
Is that going on the pod?
It's going on the pod because it was the truth of my life. But I don't do that shit anymore.
Are you just gonna put bleep?
Yeah, maybe. If I think about it later and I don't want this shit on, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, but go on.
Well, yeah. So you can imagine that if that's the lifestyle I'm living, and I just go to my freshman year at Petty, like, what's my social life gonna be like?
Yeah.
I was pretty socially awkward, and I was surprised because for me, I didn't find it too difficult to make friends and stuff in 7th and 8th grade, but I didn't realize how much that isolation affected me, that I became socially awkward, and from early on, I kind of had a poor self-image when it came to like sports and stuff. As you might know, my hand-eye coordination, it's not up to par.
What do you mean, bro? You should have been MVP of the spike ball tournament.
I'm gonna first round exit. But anyways, did we verse you guys in the first round?
No, bro.
I think we verse you guys.
We knocked you guys out.
Yeah, first round we verse you guys. Yeah.
And then we went all the way to the semis.
Nolan never talked to me again. No, I'm joking. So yeah, anyways,
wait, did Nolan talk to you again after
no,
that?
I'm just joking.
Oh, he did? Imagine.
So, yeah, I played basketball with my friends. I was like so bad, bro. I couldn't even shoot the ball.
Yeah.
Soccer. Any game I played, I just sucked at it. My hand-eye coordination. And academically, I was pretty good, but I also went to really like preppy like middle school where there's 30 kids in my grade and they're all academically really smart. So I didn't feel like I was that good academically as well because it's all about your expectations.
So you didn't feel like you were good?
I didn't feel like I was that smart because I got like 88 on the math test and they'd all have like 95, 96 on them, bro. So I didn't feel like I was that great in most things. So I just had the poor self-image where it was like I just accepted it. Like, this is who I am. This is how it is. This is how life is.
Yeah.
I'm not a winner as a self-image. And I carried through my freshman year and I realized even more that, okay, now I can't even socialize with people. I'm just go home and jack off every day, have a kid, play video games. But something changed in my sophomore year. I think there's two parts of it that really ignited the change. First, when I started going to the gym, and immediately self-image starts to increase a little bit because I never looked at the gym as a negative thing. Like from the first day I went, I always had fun there. But as the weight starts to go up, your self-image improves a little bit because you're like, wait, I can actually do something, take action, and change something.
Yeah.
And then, surprisingly, when I came to my sophomore year of fall, I became really close with the guy that was living next door to me, and we became best friends. And then I proved to myself that, oh wait, I can actually make a solid friend who talks to me, and I was never able to do that before. So all of a sudden, my self-image improves a little bit as well. And then, from there, and I look at the last 3-4 years of my life and all the shit I've achieved, it's just exponentiated. And I think the reason is because if we look at mentality, like self-image, the way it works is it works in a positive feedback loop. Where if you have positive thoughts about yourself, you'll take actions that reflect that. And if you take actions that reflect that, you get the results that reflect that. But it also works the other way. Like if you think about yourself, like I think about Jackson Scroll a lot for this example. Like if you think about yourself as a guy that just gets made fun of all the time, then you're gonna do the things that people who get made fun of do.
Yeah.
And you'll get the results that happen because for him it's like it's not just this friend group, it's even his previous friend group. And it's a cyclic effect. Even in my life, the flaws in my nature, they're always acting in a cyclic way.
Yeah. Dude, you're literally tapping into the law of attraction.
Yeah, so I'm trying to explain
That's literally what it is.
So, it's not easy to change the way you look at yourself, but if you take some action and prove to yourself you can achieve something, like for me it's just going to the gym and making a friend. That exponentiated to all of a sudden I'm running cross country. I'm like, holy shit, I could do this. I join wrestling and I'm like, holy shit, like I can just work hard and I can survive a practice that most people can do.
Yeah.
All of a sudden in my mind I'm like, I'm better than 90% of people at my school.
Yeah.
And then the next spring I'm wrestling at Elite with this legit guys, they're like D1 guys that are going wrestling. I'm the worst one there, but I'm going there, I'm going to those practices.
Yeah.
And then I start doing all this discipline shit, I start meditating shit, and all that shit it exponentiates. And I've come to a place where my self-image is really high. And people can feel the energy in you.
Yeah.
But I wasn't always like that.
Yeah, that's literally the law of attraction. Like, there's no limit to the law of attraction. Like, nothing could be too small or nothing could be, like, infinitely big. Like, it can be infinitely big. Because, like, and also, like, a big mindset thing is people don't want to believe a certain, like, thing. Like, say I'm really bad at soccer and then, I refuse to believe that I'm really good. Then imagine if I were to just like ignore that and refuse, like imagine if I were to believe I was really good, then I would get really good.
Yeah.
But if I just refuse to believe that, then I'll just never know if mentality's the problem there. But I feel like that's a big thing. Like again, tapping into Jackson Scrow. Like if you were to maybe like believe that he was a ladies' man, then maybe he could have been a ladies' man.
That's what happened to me in the fall term of my junior year. Which actually, like, I haven't told many people about the story. But yeah, my self-image keeps going up. And people convince me that like I'm really, really like a rizzer.
They were saying that to you?
I'm trying to remember how it started. I think it's because I didn't really talk to many girls before that. Like my sophomore year, I talked to a few, but then like there's just one girl who I found really attractive who was like older than us, and then we went on this Montreal trip, and then I showed everyone that I had the confidence to go up to her and ask her some shit. And then everyone after that would tell me that, oh my god, you have so much confidence, and I became really receptive to that and addicted to that, where all of a sudden everyone thinks so highly of me, and that felt really good. So literally, I just changed my whole mindset because of everything everyone's been telling me, and I became addicted to just like proving to the world I'm a confident guy.
Yeah.
And if I have an obsessive personality, and in the fall term of my junior year, I became really, really obsessed with trying to pull girls.
No way,
like,
really?
Literally, I wake up in the morning, I'm like, this is the goal today. I'm gonna talk to 10 girls today. I'm gonna go to the library at study hall and like talk to every single girl there, and I'm gonna make sure people are looking at me. And
Bro, what?
Can you believe that?
That sounds crazy.
Can you believe that? And
That sounds crazy.
People will be taking pictures of me and posting on their Snapchat, like, Shaurya has game. Like, it was insane. I get like, you know how the human brain works, right?
Yeah.
You get a little bit of positive reinforcement in some direction. Like, kind of like if you're on social media and you're scrolling. It hijacks a positive reward system in your brain and you just keep doing more of it. I kept doing more of that shit in my junior year.
Dude, but that's insane, bro.
Can you believe that? But it worked, though. I was a confident guy.
Yeah, you were confident, but like...
I think there's such a thing as too much confidence.
Yeah, I feel like if we're still talking about the law of attraction, that's like the opposite.
Why is that?
Because the law of attraction says you shouldn't put too much effort into it.
Yeah, I was putting
like
a lot of effort.
obviously, if you really want to achieve something major, you got to put action. It's just like you have to. But fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. But like it should be like joyous. It should feel like you like it shouldn't feel like you have to do it.
Yeah, I felt like I had to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
I was addicted to it. I was literally addicted to it.
Yeah, exactly. In the law of attraction, is like you should be happy doing what you're doing to get your goal. That's the law of attraction. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
And I think so much of that happiness piece is just simplifying your life.
Yeah, that's really nice.
You saw the guy I was talking up there. His name was Eric, and for him, all he does is he's a plumber. He surfs, he plumbs, and that's it. He says he needs nothing more but some tamales. Just keep life simple.
Some what? Tamales?
Tamales.
Tamales?
Yeah, is that how you say it?
The Mexican food?
Yeah.
Or not Mexican, like my home country makes those.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Wait, what? He said that?
Yeah.
Damn, that was
all he
so
needs in
random.
life. But the point is that just simplifying it. Why is that so funny?
It's just funny, bro, because like he's over here at Dio like saying life should be so simple, and then just saying he needs tamales.
No, he said those are the three things you need: surfing, plumbing, and tamales.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went on a whole conversation about how he's trying to find like best tamales and shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's funny, but
bro, he probably goes to a lot of places then.
He does. He's traveled around the U.S. Have you traveled around the U.S. much? Or?
Yeah, I've traveled quite a few. Not really on vacation, but a lot for soccer.
Yeah, you told me because you were late to your high school graduation, right?
Yeah, I was.
Tell me about that story.
Yeah, so pretty much. So I was in Dallas with my soccer team. We were at a soccer tournament, MLS Next tournament, which is the biggest soccer youth tournament
in the country.
In the country,
wow.
It's like the highest level. And we got there. You know, we played good 2 games. The third game, if we would have won the third game, I would have missed graduation. So I wouldn't say I was ecstatic if we would have won, but you know, as the story goes, we lost in late fashion. We lost in the literally the last minute of the game. But you know, I didn't go to my middle school graduation, so I was trying to go to my high school graduation because I wasn't sure if I was gonna go to graduation at Petty, or I wasn't sure what the case would have been at Petty. But
so when'd you know you're coming to Petty?
Like April of my senior year, so April 2023.
Oh, I'm gonna try the camera real quick. Let's try something out. Yeah, so you missed the game? I mean, you missed the graduation.
Yeah, so we lose the game, go to the airport. I'm supposed to arrive the day before graduation. Are you good, bro?
I'm just like, you're chilling.
You got like a tick or something.
No, I was just chilling.
Yeah.
That's what we were supposed to do about the video.
It should be like, what's going on here, and it zooms into you.
Bro, I'm not sitting back at this one clip, bro. I'm not sitting back and editing this shit. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm just gonna post it.
What, this?
Yeah, I'm just not gonna edit. I'm gonna only edit the part I remember, like the briefing part, because it's only one clip, you know. So.
Nah, you should edit it. You should add some like funny audios and stuff.
Okay, I'll add audio. Tell me what to add. I'll do it for you.
Alright.
So yeah, you were supposed to land the day before.
Yeah, I was supposed to land the day before. Flight gets canceled. We have to stay in some like.
Fuck. Sorry. My calves are cramping, bro. Okay. Dude. I'm actually my body.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you work out or something?
Huh? No, bro. My calves are always cramping up. Like, it's weird.
Do you drink enough water?
Oh, I think I do. I drink quite a bit, but it's not my body, but I think for years now, my calves just randomly cramping. I put them in the wrong position.
Yeah. So don't put them in that position.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that now.
Yeah. But
Bro,
yeah.
I cut you off like 10 times.
Yeah,
What story, bro?
Alright, so pretty much we have to stay the night in some like rundown hotel in Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
And then we wake up the next morning, go to the airport thinking we're leaving the airport at 6 and getting back in New Jersey at 9. So I was gonna miss graduation practice, like walking practice, but I didn't care as long as I would have arrived on time to my actual graduation. Then the flight gets delayed to like 10, then gets delayed to 11, then gets delayed to 12, and I thought I was gonna miss my graduation. Graduation starts at like 4:30, I think, and I think it's a 3-hour flight from Dallas to New Jersey to Newark. So we hop on the flight, get there at I can't be too specific on time because then it won't match up.
Just make something up for the story.
I can't, bro, because then when I hear myself, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? That makes no sense.
Just try, bro. It's alright. I don't really care that much about the details, bro.
Nah. Anyways, let me just talk. No time. Time is just a illusion.
Time is not real.
Yeah, time is not real. So, I get on the flight. We arrive. I was the first one off the flight. Had to be. Grabbed my luggage. Didn't even wait till the plane landed. I just got up and grabbed my shit, and then ran to the entrance of the terminal, and my dad was waiting there. When I got in the car, my graduation started. The kids were walking out. I was watching a live stream. God. The kids were walking out.
While you're pulling on the driveway?
While I'm pulling out of Newark Airport.
Oh shit!
Yeah, while I'm pulling out of Newark Airport.
Wait, where's you live down here, right? In Jackson?
Yeah, I live in Jackson.
So you have to drive like 2 hours, bro?
No, like an hour, like 10.
Okay.
And then, I had to change into like some khakis and some, graduation attire. And then my dad starts speeding down the highway, and we're trying our best. We're in North Jersey. We have to get to like Central Jersey by the shore somewhat. So
And they have been walking for the whole hour?
Yeah, no, because my school is a lot bigger than Petty.
Yeah.
So we had they had more names to say, and there was obviously the valedictorian speech and the faculty speech and all those sort of shenanigans, and so they had to finish all that, and then I pull into Jackson. I think it's like 5 rows before I'm supposed to go up. I'm going into Jackson. I'm still like 10 minutes away from my school. I get to my school. I have to meet up with my mom, so she gives me the cap and gown, which I didn't even try on or anything. I'm just putting it on, and then no graduation practice whatsoever. I just run onto the field. It was on the football field. It was at the football field, so you can maybe imagine like our graduation at the football field at Petty with like 1,000 people maybe. And then I run. I'm the last one there. My row is literally up. The kid, there is like 3 names before me. My name starts with M, and we were on M. And then those kids grab. I just slide into my slot like a football receiver, and then grab my diploma, take the picture, and that was my graduation.
Amazing, bro.
Yeah, it's a crazy story. There's literally a video of me running onto the football field.
You took it? Your friend took it?
Yeah, my friend took it.
God. You gotta show me that one of you. That's hilarious, bro.
Yeah,
when did you realize you were good at soccer? Was that early on?
Yeah, early on. Yeah. No, but another thing I wanted to talk about was graduation at Petty. Like, you know how the PGs like didn't really do it?
Oh yeah.
Like I would say it was like what, like
Couple.
like
Forbes, the girls.
yeah, it was like a couple.
You did it. Scro did it. Sam did it.
Was it more than half? Maybe a
It
little
was
bit
right
less.
about half.
It was like a
less.
little bit less.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, did it.
but I knew I was gonna do it from the start because I didn't really have the right graduation last year. You know, I made my mom stress more than she should have on my graduation. So yeah, but I know like some PGs didn't do it. It's fine. I wish obviously like some of them would have gone.
It would have been fun, you know.
Yeah, it would have been fun if we all.
Last send off type thing.
Yeah, but it's whatever. It was still fun. I still like graduation. I had a great time at prom. Yeah.
Do you think a lot of people talk about their high school send off being really sad? Do you think it was more sad sending off from 12th grade or PG year?
That's a good question. I don't know. I feel like PG year is kind of I wouldn't say sad, but it's more of a happier ending than 12th grade, because like you come into the school, you don't know anybody, and then you just become friends with people, and then you find people that you enjoy being around, and like you say bye to them, but you know like deep down it's not really bye because you're gonna see them. Obviously there's some kids I'm probably never gonna see again, like Ryan Murphy. Probably never seeing his ass again.
You don't think so?
Nah.
You don't think we're only come one of these days?
Ryan Murphy, Jack Bejarano.
You're gonna see him at Navy, bro.
Podcast doesn't know.
What do you mean?
No, I'm kidding.
You don't want to reveal that?
I'm never seeing Ryan Murphy, Sid Kadar, Leo Feingold, Jackson
I don't know if
Scruggs.
we're gonna see Leo, bro. He's like locked away in New York, bro.
I've never seen those asses again.
I mean, we can link up with him, bro.
No, I know. I'm just kidding.
Just kidding?
It's a joke. I'm obviously gonna see them.
Let's see him tomorrow. Let's go run out of Sid's house and surprise him.
No,
Probably won't even be out yet.
yeah, but yeah, I think PG year was more of a happier ending. 12th grade is kind of more sad, but I think it's the same at the end of the day.
Why was 12th grade more sad? What type of sad?
I think it comes back to mentality, bro. From the start of the podcast, mentality is everything, and I think when I graduated last year, 12th grade from Jackson, I was a lot more. I was just thinking, like, I'm never gonna be in these same shoes again. I'm never gonna see these same people at the same exact time, and that's way too much thinking for no reason. like if I would have thought about maybe more about going to the Naval Academy and graduating and having a good career after and having the things I wish for, then maybe I would have been a little bit more happier. But instead I was thinking like, all my friends are going to college, I'm going to this freaking school again, to this high school, I'm gonna hate my life. I'm gonna do all this stuff. Like obviously I'm gonna feel that way, but it was different when it was different this year. My mentality was different this year. I knew I was gonna see you guys again. I know I'm going to the Naval Academy. I'm gonna have a great life after, and yeah. So I would say this year was better, but 12th grade was more sad.
Yeah.
But it all comes down to mentality, bro.
Everything, bro.
Yeah.
Everything's up here, man.
It's all in the brain, bro. It's kind of crazy how this little fucking piece of like brain.
Bro, none of this shit makes sense, bro.
It doesn't, bro. But your brain like makes everything happen, bro.
This whole universe just makes no sense, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I just woke up today, hopped in my Mercedes, drove an hour and a half down to this random beach I've never been to. And we're here again.
But you said Mercedes?
It's my mom's Mercedes, yeah.
Mercedes, bro?
What's wrong with that?
Mercedes
type shit. I don't know, bro.
What? I've never heard anybody say Mercedes. That's kind of cool, though.
You like Mercedes?
Mercedes? It sounds like a planet.
Yeah, you're from Mars? Oh, I'm from Mercedes.
I'm from Mercedes.
It's another solar system around the corner.
That's low-key fire.
I mean, we'll be doing that soon, right? We'll just be like hopping our aircrafts and going to fucking planets, bro.
I mean, yeah, low-key. Bro. Hopefully, bro.
You think there's a greater power controlling us all?
I do, bro. But, yo, I do, bro. There's a greater power out there. Yeah. Anyways, I feel like there is like a God out there. It's hard to kind of believe that when there's stuff like the law of attraction out there. It's really hard to believe.
Really? Why is that?
Because the law of attraction just says like whatever you want, say it to the universe. It doesn't say it to God or say it to.
Well, the universe can be God if you think like.
Yeah, it could be. It could be, but wouldn't you have to be like a really good person to get what you wish for if the universe was God?
I think for most of us, we figure it out.
Yeah, true. But like most
everything's
religions,
relative, right?
huh?
Everything in life is relative.
Yeah, but if you're like Christian and you're like, because there's sins and stuff.
Yeah.
So if you do more sins, you're quote unquote a bad person from the Bible. So the universe and like the law of attraction doesn't really say that. It just says you just ask what you want and you have to believe it and you shall receive it. But that's weird if you think about it. Because if the higher power wasn't the universe and it was just God, then the law of attraction is just wrong, bro.
Not really.
You don't think so?
I think the law of attraction makes sense within the realm of.
What's up, guys?
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Good to hear. Yeah, I think
Come up with some good ideas for this life.
we will. Yeah, I think the law of attraction, it makes sense within the realm of how our human nature works in a way. That, I mean, I kind of explained the science behind it, right?
Yeah.
You think something in your mind, you do the action, you get the result. Right? I mean, we could word this like we're asking the universe, but really, our actions reflect our thoughts. You know?
So what is the higher power for?
I think that,
Like obviously, I feel like there's a creator out there that created everything.
you know, I think people say that it's so crazy to think there's a creator.
Bro, didn't Einstein say like this world was created from thoughts?
Yeah. At least our current world.
Like quantum physicists, I think they say that, bro.
No, because
I mean, you could correct me if I'm wrong. You probably know more than me. But like quantum physicists, they say like this world was created from thought.
we can't explain everything.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
physicists know that as well. A lot of science is great, but you have to understand that science is not a list of facts. It's a living argument,
Okay.
right? Most of the things we believe now are because of things we proved wrong before.
Yeah.
And most of the things we accept as true now will prove wrong later. I think it just gives us a means of communicating that helps us to, I don't know, make our lives better in a way. That we do this experiment, we see how this works. Okay, it works under these circumstances, but under this it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't think when we do science, we do it with the purpose of trying to define everything, and so that we can understand the universe as a whole. I think we know that most of the stuff we believe now will be proven wrong later. But I think when we come back to, okay, then what is the role of the creator in all this? In my opinion, if you think about how crazy the universe is, the thought of a god doesn't seem that crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't.
It kind of makes sense that, I don't know, there's some energy out there, right? That's gravity is an energy that we don't understand. That everything has attraction to each other. Everything's pulling each other. We don't understand why that is.
Yeah.
And I like to think in scales of things that, I mean, what do we do as species, right? We create robots, we send them to Mars, outer space, to explore and check things out. And we have our means of doing that, right? Through whatever technologies we develop as of now. And I think for all the things that we can't explain about our life, it could very well be some kind of higher power species living somewhere else that's somehow trying to come here and just check this place out as well. Like, that doesn't seem that unbelievable, right? If they develop some kind of super advanced technology that they kind of appear and disappear and create things. And when I think about the creator, to some animals that are domesticated, to bacteria, we are the creator.
Yeah.
Right? If you go to a genetic lab, we're literally creating species in life.
Yeah, exactly.
And to a rabbit that's living in a lab, like, that's his earth, bro. That's all he knows. And he doesn't. How would you explain to that rabbit that's living in this lab what Mars is?
Well, you can't.
You can't. It's too big and grand for his mind to comprehend it.
Yeah.
And in the same way, our lab is literally the universe. What's next beyond that we can't
that could be true,
visualize,
bro.
you know? And we're probably in some lab somewhere right now. This whole universe is probably created in a lab somewhere in some higher power. And
Yeah, but isn't that scary, bro?
I don't think it's scary.
You don't think it's scary?
I think it gives me more peace.
I feel like that's just how it works. That's just how the story goes.
It's just scales of things, right? Like,
Yeah,
how do you
right.
explain an ant that's crawling on the sand what the sun is like? or it's made of helium or some shit. Like, you can't, right?
But do you think that's how we just gotta enjoy our lives?
I think when you say enjoy our life, some people interpret that as just having as much fun as possible.
Yeah, but obviously I feel like, yeah, you could
I
say
think
that.
you should make good decisions for yourself. And I think living a life of simplicity, like, okay, go have the fun once in a while, but be disciplined about it as well. Like, don't go too overboard about it. And I think there's value, even if you don't think about the next life, but even in this present life, in just,
I feel like that also comes down to like being clear about what we want too. Being like very clear in our minds what we want. And like I feel like your feelings play a big role on this. Because if you're doing like certain stuff and you're not really feeling good about it, like this happened to me like as I was growing up. Like I remember when I was 16, 17 and I first started going out with friends and stuff. I remember I would feel good about it because like I was living my life. I was like having these new these experiences with friends and like meeting new people and doing all these stuff that made me feel good. But then after a while, like last year in 12th grade, it didn't really make me feel good anymore. I think at that point I was doing it because it was just my routine kind of, and that's like bad because I wasn't feeling good. But if I would have just really focused on how I'm feeling and if I felt good, then I don't think I would have kept going out with friends and stuff, and I would have probably read a book or something. Like realistically. And then I think honestly that's why I had a better time than like some other people at Petty, because like I started really focusing on what makes me feel good.
what is that for you right now?
Right now, I think what makes me feel good is like knowing that I'm going to like a really nice school, going to the Naval Academy,
Working for that.
living a good career, and hopefully becoming a Navy pilot. And I know that took more time in the military, and I can't leave right after 5 years, but I'm like down with it, bro. Like I want to go and be a Navy pilot and fly these freaking fast jets, and then hopefully have a nice family, and then I could have like a son or kids, and I could like take them on these jets. Or not jets, because they probably can't handle that because they're so little, but have like a nice plane and fly them around the world and show them the world's not actually that big. You can achieve whatever you want.
It's awesome.
Yeah, bro.
But I think it goes to show how you just need a sense of purpose.
Yeah.
To live, right? The purpose, it gives you a direction, and then all the little details in your life just kind of surround that, and it all makes sense, right? I think over the years, like the times when I'm lowest in mood is the times when I feel unaligned in a way, when I'm not in some kind of central direction. And I think to achieve a sense of purpose, you can set a grand goal for yourself or a vision for the future, right? A career you want to achieve, like the Navy pilot, the family you want to build around it. I think family gives life so much purpose and meaning that it gives you a sense of sanity, because with everything changing in the world and all this stuff happening around you, friendships changing, schools changing, you at least have a central direction in your life that stays the same, and that gives you sanity. And I think when we grow up as children, or even like early adulthood, like even in teenager years, since we kind of lack a central purpose besides the purpose that's kind of just been given to us, like you do these things, like go to school, whatever. Since we lack that purpose, we lean more toward our instant desires and stuff, our human desires of just like going out and hanging out, like doing drugs, just fucking around.
Yeah, sure.
Those things are fun, but very easily, as you said, they can become a part of the routine where they don't bring you the same joy anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're so instantaneous in their nature. But the unique thing about having a central purpose is that it's kind of just there all the time, right? And because a lot of it comes from a vision for the future, so you're always working toward that thing. But I think it's more peaceful, and it's a different kind of joy.
Yeah, but I like, when you were kind of talking about that, I was thinking about like certain kids I know that are like, obviously they're not addicts, but they do certain drugs that like messes up their brain and how they think. And when you do those type of drugs, like you don't really know what you want. You're just doing what the drug like is meant to do, and that's think a certain way. And at that point, you're not thinking how you want to think. And that's why I feel like drugs are so bad, bro. Like you've never touched a drug, right?
Never.
Yeah, and it's better that
take
way.
alcohol, bro.
Yeah, like it's better that way, cause like when you're under the influence, like you don't really know like what you want, and you can't even think straight, and it's like
You fucked up shit.
yeah, bro. Like it's honestly ass. Like it's so stupid. But so you don't think you're ever gonna sip on alcohol?
Probably not. I think the thing with alcohol for me is that, okay, people have reasons for why they do it, and it's fine. Like,
Yeah.
people, if you can control it, you do it once or twice a
I mean,
year.
some people say it tastes good.
I don't think it tastes good.
Yeah, I don't think it tastes good.
I mean,
I
you
feel
do it
like,
for the way it makes you feel, right?
yeah. I feel like certain drinks, like when I was in Honduras, for example, I went to some really nice restaurant, and they had like these nice, and the drinking age over there is 18. So, you know, I made sure to grab my pina colada, and it tasted really nice, bro. And it had minimal alcohol. It wasn't like,
Because probably like pina colada's really sugar heavy too.
I mean, yeah, but like, but they're not really big on alcohol. And I mean, I think I would have drank it without alcohol, but I did it and I had alcohol. It had alcohol, and I like enjoyed it. It was nice, and like, obviously, alcohol I feel like is the most accessible. Speaking of drugs and alcohol, like is the most accessible. Like you can't just go. I mean, now you can. You can't just walk into like a store and buy like an ounce of weed and just smoke
Crazy,
it.
bro.
Yeah, but you have to be a certain age. It's the same thing with alcohol, though. Alcohol you see everywhere. Like they're in restaurants, they're in resorts. They're everywhere, and it's like it's just a way
If
of
your
life.
parents drink, like, it's easy for me to get drink, bro. Like, my thing is, kind of like how your purpose in life is central to being a Navy pilot and your family. I think when I think about my life purpose, a lot of it is just being healthy. Like when I close my eyes and think of vision for the future, I'm staying with me, my wife, my 5 kids or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm chilling in the country, healthy, eating clean, not any no bullshit, not drinking no alcohol, not smoking no weed. Just healthy and clean.
So you like visualize it.
Yeah. I think it helps with the mindset thing, right?
I think it does, bro. It's like you're asking the universe at that point.
Law of attraction.
Your thoughts are everything, bro.
You can tell on the podcast, bro. I'm just breaking down the law of attraction. 2 analysts analyze the law of attraction.
Michigan comp sci major and Naval Academy midshipman
Soccer player.
Yeah, talking about the law of attraction.
Bro, that's actually gonna pop up.
But
But the thing is, I put in the comments that I've been holding a fist the whole time, and I've been acting kind of weird, cramping up, and holding this fist.
But how long has it been, bro?
An hour.
An hour. Yeah. Should we stop it? Keep going.
10-15 minutes.
Yes, bro.
It's getting cold, bud. Sun's gone. It's chilly.
Was this a nice spot?
Yeah, it's a nice spot. We'll come back.
You think I did a good job on picking the spot?
I think you did, bro. I mean, I only had no expectations coming in, but I thought the beach jersey, like, can't go wrong. It's a nice quiet spot.
Imagine it was just shit. It was like,
I'm fucking focused. I'm never talking to him again. Yeah. I thought your cousins were gonna join us as well.
nah, they didn't want to. I asked them though.
Yeah. So you have family over, right? You have a lot of family over right now, or what?
Oh yeah, I have a lot of family from like Virginia.
Virginia? The house packed.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Well, low key, I'd actually love to keep going, but I really gotta piss now.
Yeah.
But it's getting chilly and it's not helping. But I think this is a very full conversation. We hit on a lot. It's better than you thought it'd be.
I feel like we hit the law of attraction a lot.
That'll be the title.
Yeah, that definitely has to be. We definitely hit on
Everything in this world is your mind.
every like 10 minutes we spoke about the law of attraction.
We
We
know what alcohol, law of attraction. Talk about friendship, law of attraction.
Bro, that just means that mentality is everything, bro.
But I think the thing in this conversation is that I think we all have something deep inside of us, like a belief set or something that we like a lot. And that when you're just talking to people for an hour straight, it just keeps appearing. You know, like I've done 40 podcasts and the same kind of themes that I'm interested in appear so much. You can learn about yourself. Like, that's something you're really interested in. Maybe you find something out. Maybe you knew that before, but maybe you know that even more now. The fact that it keeps creeping in every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's been good. We'll talk to you. We'll do this again.
It was nice, bro. I feel like we had a great time here at Deal.
In the rain.
I feel like every time you're facing this view with these rocks and these nice houses, I feel like it's a nice day.
Good. Every day is a beautiful day.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you, bro.
No problem.
Oh, the audio's terrible. Fuck.
Imagine you never.
If you enjoyed that episode, then you're gonna love this episode right here. Make sure you click here to watch that video, and don't forget to like and subscribe.